Number 10. Cut off behind enemy lines with no way to contact help, four young, barely trained soldiers realize their only hope for survival is to head into the heart of darkness. With few rations and drilling ammunition, the only thing separating them from freedom is 100 miles of ruthless terrain, crawling with unseen enemies, and filled with hidden booby traps. Welcome to Vietnam. Conflict Vietnam is a cheap imitation of Conflict Desert Storm, made by the same company Pivotal Games in 2004. As a fan of the Conflict series, I was very disappointed in this game. For one reason, the multiplayer split screen. Me and my dad used to have fun playing Conflict Desert Storm split screen mode, but when we attempted to play this game split screen mode, it was a total fail. Also, the story mode was very short for a shooter. Sure, they are not very long, but the story was lacking excitement. Yeah, listening to CCR at a base in Vietnam is exciting, but come on, Pivotal Games, you can do better than that. But I have to say that the weapons and features in this game are pretty cool. I really like the M3 grease gun and also the frag cooking feature, which is a little meter on the side of the frag. When you hold R1, the grenade will cook. Overall, Pivotal Games really winged it with this one. Overall, the final grade is a 6. Number 9. The night before D-Day 1944, the paratroopers of the 101st Airborne Division are dropped into Normandy and scattered behind enemy lines, as Sergeant Matt Baker leads your squad through 8 harrowing days that will define history and unite you forever as brothers in arms. Back in 2005, Brothers in Arms was created by Ubisoft. This game, like Medal of Honor, was the start of a new genre, which is first-person shooters, the most popular genre in gaming today. First off, please don't write hate comments just because you like this game, because honestly it sucks. Once you start the game, you will see that there is a bunch of health meters and arrows all over the screen. Basically, you are Sergeant Baker, and you need to command your squad through the battlefield. Basically, you use the commanding rings to tell your squad where to go. This is a very hard feature to use because your soldiers have minds of their own. The AIs of the characters usually get stuck on a tree or a fence. There are also different enemy soldier classes, but it does not matter. Overall, this game is terrible, and the final grade is a 5.8. Number 8. Motorstorm is a Need for Speed and Burnout ripoff. This game shipped with the PS3 back in 2007 and was my first PS3 game. To start off, the graphics are amazing, everything from the canyons to the vehicles, but graphics does not make a good game. The racing modes are basically the standard ones from all the other games. You can choose your racing character and vehicle. The vehicles are the MX bikes, ATVs, buggies, rally cars, and much more. Each one of them has its own skills. But the worst thing about this game is the turbo. If you hold the button too long, your car will blow up. It is also very easy to crash. There is really no story mode, so I guess the review is done. The final grade is a 6.5. Number 7. The fate of Volcano Island is in your hands. An ancient evil known as the Magoo threatens to take control of Volcano Island. Join SpongeBob, Timmy Turner, and Danny Phantom, along with new recruits Patrick Star, Sandy Cheeks, and Samantha Manson, for an all-out battle on Volcano Island. This is probably one of the best Nicktoons games out there besides the SpongeBob games. In this game, you take control of many characters such as Danny Phantom, SpongeBob, Timmy Turner, and many more. This game also has various enemies and weapons that are very deadly. The 4-player gameplay is fun and easy to control, unlike Conflict Vietnam. The only downfall is bad voice acting, minor glitches, and a lack of storyline. Other than that, the game is pretty good. The final grade is a 7. Number 6. Ambushed and left for dead by your evil brother, your consuming passion is revenge. Commanding a series of increasingly lethal gunboats, you'll go ship to ship in high-speed, high-stakes combat in a desperate bid to preserve freedom to the Dragon Seas. Bloodwake is a game that many people don't know about. Basically, it is a game where you control punked out boats with rockets and guns and take out enemy vessels. The game's story is very cheesy and dull, but the water effects are very cool and smooth. There is power-ups which you can obtain in the game, such as ammunition, turbo, and shield, each one having its own special ability. There is many other enemy vessels in the game that you will encounter, many of them stronger than you, but the game lacks excitement even though there is a lot of features. The final grade is a 6. Number 5. The game, based on the stunning Narnia movie, resulted in an epic fail. Basically another 4-player co-op game that is hard to control, annoying, and just loose. I really loved the movie, but when I got the game I was very disappointed. Traveler's Tales usually creates awesome games, but not this time. Each character has their own abilities. Lucy can crawl in small places, Susan can shoot an arrow, Peter can fight, and Edmund can cry. There is collectibles such as coins, statues, sticks, and health. Each one benefits you in a different way. Now I'm going to grade this game. This is probably my shortest review ever, due to the fact that this game isn't very good and there's nothing really to review about. This game's final grade is a 5.8. Number 4. Play as A Katara, Haru, and Sokka as you grow your team into an unstoppable force. Bring to life an adventure of intrigue, deception, and revelation that exposes an even greater threat than the Fire Nation. As a fan of the Avatar series, the game ruined it all. First off, all of the abilities are underpowered and result in death. Try facing one of the bosses in the game, and you'll see what I mean. The only way I beat this game was to use the unlimited health cheat code, and that's pretty sad. Also, you will play as Haru, who was only in the show for 2 episodes. Why couldn't you play as Toph? Nick Games, you failed me. I got the DS copy of the game 2 years ago and didn't even bother to play it. That's how I felt about this game. The final grade for this game is a 4. Number 3. The only time I played this game was in 2007. After that I stopped playing it forever. The Wii Combos in this game are horrible. Each one never kills the enemy, and it just sucks. Basically it is a shit fest, and I can't take it anymore. That's why I cannot review this game. The final grade for this game is a 3. Number 2. Dragonflies missing, future dragon realms in jeopardy. It seems Ripto is back with an evil plan, and everyone's favorite dragon is on a mission to stop him. Featuring tricky puzzles, dazzling levels, and all new breath weapons, this is definitely Spyro's worst adventure ever. A return of the Spyro series resulted in one of the worst video games of all time, especially a platformer. In this game, you have many different breaths, like bubble breath, fire, and many more. All of them suck. Basically, use the bubble breath to collect dragonflies, which you need throughout the game. Just like the Spyro 1's dragons that you needed to collect, this is the same thing here, except with dragonflies. Basically, if you see this game in the store, take a shit on it, because it's terrible. The final grade is a solid 1. What could be number 1 in our diarrhea poop fest? Let's find out. That's right, the number 1 spot on our list is SpongeBob and the Creature from the Krusty Krab. This game is absolutely terrible. I got it a few years back, and once I started up the game just looked very bad. And the controls, like moving SpongeBob's camera around, is terrible. Is like very hard to move around and stuff. And there's really nothing to say about this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and stay tuned for more videos on my YouTube channel. And this is also my 100th video special and my 50 subscribers tribute. So thank you guys, and stay tuned for more videos. And the final grade for this game is a 0.1%.